Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Game Command here, back for another video. Sorry for the lack of videos, guys. I recorded two parts, part 2 and 3 for Thief, and for some reason the game recording software I used and record them, I like recorded my voice, not the video itself, like the actual, uh, recorded the audio, not the video. But we're back for another video. This just came out, Sherlock Crimes and Punishment, Sherlock Holmes for Xbox One for free. So I thought it'd be a good video to do for Tuesdays, because I have nothing for Tuesday. And then during the week, normal videos should come out every day, hopefully. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Hopefully my mic's on and working. Let's say audio echo. That's loud, that's loud. Okay, hopefully you can hear me. Video. Yeah, we should find out. Here we go. New game. In memory of the Hurricane Halvin. Pressing them both down. I know this game is kind of old. I've seen it before. Other YouTubers play this, I think, but still, some of these games are gonna be old. I know the game Heroes that I did my first part of. I don't think it. I think it recently came out for the Xbox One for any platform, so it's pretty new. But still, so far, a few weeks later, I still have only like one view on it. So I'm not gonna upload another part for that until like I get at least 10 or more views on that, because it makes no sense uploading it if I can't get views on the first video, you know. And I do check my videos every day, and the most I've gotten videos of is 30 on Fallout 4 for a bug fix. So.
Holmes! Holmes, will you stop that? You are utterly mad.
The fuck?
Stop, Holmes!
Is that you, Watson?
Yes, of course it is. And you almost killed me.
Nonsense. I was aiming for the vases.
Blindfolded? You...
Watson, quiet, please. I'm trying to concentrate. Ah, Lestrade. What is it this time?
He can see me. Well, here it is, and it's a good one, Mr. Holmes. A gentleman by the name of Peter Carey, also known as Black Peter, has been murdered.
A sailor, most probably.
What happened here?
Oh, Mr. Holmes, how could you?
It's the only exercise I've had all week. A grateful client from Limoges sent me a vase collection this morning. I couldn't think of a better use for it.
You're
Oh.
out of your mind.
I missed 4 out of 10.
Given you were blindfolded, that was very good. Can I have a try?
Am I the only sane one here?
I suppose that Watson is right, Inspector. A little brain work would be preferable now. Do please tell us more about Black Peter.
Peter Carey, born in 1845 and 50 years old. An ambitious sort, he achieved much success in seal and whale hunting around Scandinavia. Retired in 1884 with a small fortune. He invested his money in a property called Woodman's Lee, near Forest Row in Sussex. It was where he lived for 6 years, and where he was found dead yesterday.
Has the investigation already begun?
Yes and no. In fact, this crime is so mysterious that I would prefer you to join me down there.
Give me half an hour to prepare, Inspector.
Take your time and join me there. I have to go through the yard first. The merry men struck again.
What have they done this time?
They robbed a powder reserve. I'll meet you at Woodman's Lee, Mr. Holmes.
I should help Mrs. Hudson here. I also have several appointments that I must keep this afternoon.
I shall go alone then.
Soothing that. What? This one? What fucking wardrobe? You know, whatever. I'm just gonna try leaving.
I cannot leave yet. I am not finished here.
Okay, then what the hell do I have to do?
Oh, what a mess! What a terrible mess!
Hey, shut up. Why do I get changed?
You go along to Peter Carey's house. Mrs. Hudson and I will take care of the mess you've made here.
That's the doctor's room. Oh. See this door? My bad. There we go. first person one? What the hell? The hell? Just something casual. Oh. I'm in Baker Street. Oops. Very cool loading screen. Did a good job.
Mr. Holmes, I'm over here. Come on.
Okay. Oh. I can't sprint. Good. Good to know. Hey there. Lee, I think your name is. Something Lee. Something Lee.
Inspector Lestrade, when will you remove my husband's body? It's sacrilegious to leave him here like this.
As soon as we can, Mrs. Carey, I assure you. Allow me to introduce you to Mr. Sherlock Holmes. He's a detective. No doubt you've heard of him. I'll wait for you in front of the cabin, Mr. Holmes.
My condolences, Mrs. Carey.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes.
I like this is Sherlock Holmes' perspective. It's better to find them all. Oh, there we go. Oh. Well.
Thank you, madam.
Oh, so he doesn't really talk to anyone. He just kind of like looks at him.
Mr. Holmes?
Holmes. Mr. Holmes. What's that about?
It seems that the garden was well maintained. It seems that the garden was well maintained.
Okay.
These footprints appear to be quite large. These footprints appear to be quite large.
Oh.
Peter Carey's body is inside the cabin. We took care not to touch anything.
Sherlock Holmes doesn't need to touch anything, he just needs to look and he
The
gets
door
away.
is locked.
Wait just a moment, Mr. Holmes, and I'll open it. I locked it yesterday to ensure that no one should enter the cabin and tamper with the evidence.
Ah, good thinking.
Hello, hello, hello.
What is it, Lestrade?
It seems to me that someone has tried to force it, Mr. Holmes.
Let me see. These scratches are fresh. You're right. Someone tried to force open the door.
I swear these scratches were not here yesterday.
Now, a mysterious visitor came here last night.
Well, he's not the man for the job. This lock is not a difficult one.
Perhaps he did not have the right tool.
Maybe. I like this.
What a terrible way to die.
Eh.
Peter Carey's boots. They look to be a size 8. Old navigation instruments, nothing interesting. Harpoons for hunting whales. The ship's logs of the Sea Unicorn for the years 1878 to 1884. Peter Carey was her captain. The tooth of a sperm whale, probably from one of Peter Carey's catches. This place is not covered with dust, like the rest of the shelf. An object was taken from here. It was larger than a book, a box or a small chest, perhaps. Someone drank from this glass recently. Someone drank from this glass recently. The initials PC have been crudely burned. A sailor's work. This aroma is familiar, but to recognize it, I must construct my associations in one picture.
Sorry guys, it's gonna take me a minute. Gotcha.
This is a coarse tobacco, quite strong and very popular among
I think I've been there
sailors.
too.
JHN are probably the initials of the owner of this notebook. This wooden handle is plain and solid. This blood is from the pool underneath the dead body. Peter Carey tried to defend himself with this knife, but he did not succeed. The pattern of the blood stain indicates that the notebook was not lying on the floor prior to the crime, but it was dropped into the pool of blood after the death of Peter Carey.
Oh yeah, because it would have been filled. The whole thing would have been filled with blood, not just like a part of it. That makes sense.
These abbreviations mean something, but what?
Oh, there you go.
The weapon fully penetrated the body. The force of the blow was immense. This man is in his 50s, yet he still looks quite strong. Peter Carey was fully dressed. He was not caught by surprise. It is possible that he knew his murderer. Peter Carey was impaled to the wall by a whaling harpoon.
Ah, again. Kind of like skill. More clues is needed. All I have to do now is go talk to the lady, because I bet you she probably knows someone of that name. You don't want to do it yet. I'm choosing.
Is this your husband's tobacco pouch?
I'm not sure. It might be that he hadn't smoked in a very long time.
The garden is very large and well maintained. Do you employ someone to look after it?
It is true, there is a lot of work, but my husband took care of it himself.
She's lying.
Madam, can you tell me if you saw or heard anything unusual upon the night of the murder?
At 2 o'clock in the morning, I heard a terrible scream. But I thought nothing of it then. He would scream all the time when he was drunk.
Can you please tell me what occurred on the evening of the murder?
Well, Peter got drunk in the evening. He was in such a terrible temper. Usually, whenever that happened, he'd stay all night drinking in his cabin before passing out.
Do you remember at what time you found your husband's body?
In the morning, at around 7 o'clock, I noticed the cabin door was open, but I didn't go in to take a look, for I knew my husband would not have liked it. At around 10 o'clock, I dared to glance in through the door and, oh dear,
Was your husband accustomed to receiving visitors?
Oh, no, I don't think so. I mean, he didn't really have many friends. We lived quite an isolated life here, after his retirement.
Your husband's private papers. Do you know where they are?
There was a small tin box, barely larger than a book. He kept his papers there. It should be somewhere in his cabin.
You have indeed suffered a great loss, Mrs. Carey. Nevertheless, I believe it will be less of a burden for you soon.
Yes. Life with Peter was never easy, but he was still my husband.
He was different, wasn't he, when you first met him upon your return from Plymouth?
Yes, Mr. Holmes. Oh, my goodness, but how do you know about that?
No.
You have indeed suffered a great loss,
Oh
Mrs. Carey.
no.
Nevertheless, I believe it will be less of a burden for you soon.
Yes. Life with Peter was never easy, but he was still my husband.
He was different, wasn't he, when you first met him upon your return from Plymouth?
Yes, Mr. Holmes. Oh, my goodness, but how do you know about that?
You undertook a pilgrimage to the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela when you were young. That much is evident from the rosary in your hand. The shortest route for the pilgrim from England to Spain is from Plymouth. I believe that you met Peter Carey as a young sailor there, and you married him soon afterwards.
That is indeed what happened, Mr. Holmes. How extraordinary.
Jones is very good at his job.
Thank
He
you,
can tell
madam.
What people, he can tell a story about people just by looking at them. That's how Sherlock Holmes works. I'm just gonna take a look at it. There's some. No? Oh, never mind. Actually, I want to look behind the cabin. If I can. There's nothing else to look at.
The Sea Unicorn. She was the ship that Peter Carey commanded. Someone drank from this glass recently.
What else today besides?
Hammerfest. Dundee. It's a whaling map.
Okay, let's see. Pin. No. The. No, the. Notebook? No? No. We're good. An ambersmer.
Ha! Someone was here yesterday. They attempted to force the door to gain entry.
And I'm gonna stop this part here. This is Game Command. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.